Hinojosa. I represent Austin, Texas.
My name is Trey Martinez Fisher. I'm from the 116th District in San Antonio, Texas.
Jessica Gonzalez. I represent House District 104 in Dallas.
I'm Ramon Romero Jr., Fort Worth, Texas, District 90.
I'm here to support my friend and colleague Claudia Ordaz Perez.
Got a job to do. Today I'm campaigning for Claudia Ordaz Perez.
I'm here to support Representative Claudia Ordaz Perez in her primary race.
House and, como se dice, en la Cámara de Representantes, right now we need real representatives, real representantes like Claudia. Look, nothing against Art. Art is, everyone knows Art's a good guy. He really is. He's a nice guy. But right now, nice guys finish last on the Texas House floor. And if your guy finishes last, guess who else finishes last? Your district.
She's a fighter, and we don't have enough of that at the Capitol. Right now, things are hard, and people are suffering, and we need real fighters to stand with us. She stood with us in solidarity to fight for the people, and so we're here for her.
Because she's a leader, and she stuck with Democrats when we broke quorum because it was an important issue. Republicans were trying to suppress our vote, and she got punished for that, for sticking with Democrats in breaking quorum.
I've been in the legislature a long time, and you right away recognize somebody, when they walk in and they come in with a purpose, come in with mission, with a commitment to serve, and that's Claudia. Claudia was not going to give up on El Paso when it came to defending voting rights, and that's important because everything we do in terms of public policy is based on what happens in these elections. And so, you know what? She had your back, El Paso, and we have hers.
You need to have that voice in Austin, and her voice was loud, and she got things done.
I was terribly impressed, not terribly, incredibly impressed with what Claudia was able to do as a freshman. That doesn't happen. I tell you, the whole idea of children should be seen and not heard, that's also the same thing that people will tell you when you're on the House floor. That wasn't the case for Claudia. She was able to have incredible success because she was able to build bonds by her work ethic. And, I grew up in a household with a lot of really, really strong women in my house. My sisters and my mother. Claudia reminds me a lot of my family in that she's an incredible hard worker, but she's able to be convincing because she's able to make people care about El Paso. And right now, that's what you really need.
Well, we need real Democrats that are going to stand up for real democratic values, not someone who's going to capitulate to the far right, which is exactly what a lot of people do in the legislature. And so if you're going to send someone to Austin to fight for you, then make sure that they're fighting for you and that they're not working with the other side to work against you.
Our victories are because we stop bad things from happening. And the way that happens is that you don't give in to a bully by giving them your milk money. You stand up to that bully and you push back and you say no. And that is the heart and spirit of this community. This is what El Chuco is all about. And Claudia represents the spirit of El Chuco in the Texas House. And that's why we need her back in Austin.
You've heard it all. Look, these bills are harming us. The fact that so many mail-in ballots are being rejected, the fact that so many people are saying, esta elección yo no voy a votar porque tengo miedo, que algo va a ser mal, no quiero que me vengan a investigar. Look.
But when it comes to Texas politics for Democrats, we're a family. Somos familia. And you stick with your family, and you make sure that you're going to be with somebody who has your back, not most of the time, all the time.
Because she's a rare candidate. She's a rare representative. I'll say it again. You typically don't see people have success as a freshman. So for her to be successful and still be vocal, typically you're penalized for being vocal. And the fact that even the opposing party knows her value, or at least they knew it last session, that's why now they're still trying to number their folks. They're working against her. And if they gang up on one of our family members, we're going to be here to represent family. Claudia's family. We trust in Claudia.
Vote for Claudia. She fights for your community. She does not back down. We need her back. We need fighters. That's the only way we're going to make real progress for people.
This is urgent. It's urgent right now that you send your absolute best to Austin, Texas. I want you to look deeply into the character of these two people that are running for office right now, the work ethic of those two members, and then ask yourself, who do you believe in the most? Do you believe in the person that's proven to be able to bring something back home for El Paso? Or do you want someone that's just a nice guy? Nice guys finish last.